Welcome back to the channel, guys. So, that's in this NFC North news. Well, before we get to this, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications. Check back in previous videos for information on the giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, let's get into this, guys. It's the Chicago Bears. Hold on. Yeah, my mouth went dry as soon as I said the word Chicago Bears. Bears fans, I don't know what to tell you. You might have hope in your new quarterback, Justin Fields, your new head coach, Matt Eberflus, but your general manager, previous manager, and coach screwed things up so bad. You're looking at 2 to 3 years just to get back to competitive. Your talent is not much and few and far between. Robert Quinn's not even showing up. Your best defensive player by far. Khalil Mack's gone. Allen Robinson's gone. You got Cole Kmet if he steps up the tight end from Notre Dame from a couple years ago. David Montgomery, maybe you can trade him. As far as this year, I would not look at a winning season. Would not look at a big step. New offense, new defensive scheme. Justin Fields behind the 8 ball once again. Offensive line not looking great. Aging. I can't. Maybe you guys can find more positives than I can. Didn't have a huge offseason. Don't have the cap space for it. Didn't have a lot of picks this year. Now next year maybe, but I hate to say this. Could you be looking to trade Justin Fields? Is that possible? Matt Eberflus did not draft Justin Fields. When a new coach comes in, that's typically what he wants to do, is draft his quarterback. The guy got banged up last year. There's some questions with accuracy. Now he's going into another offseason, a new coaching staff, a new offense. Puts him even farther behind. I don't know. Would he be better in an offensive-minded head coach's team? He's young, but second year, and now he's got to learn a whole new offense, and it sucks because the previous regime did him no favors whatsoever. They drafted him because they were pressured to, because of the screw-up they had when they took Mitchell Trubisky, because no matter what they did or how good they were going to be comparing him to Deshaun Watson and to Patrick Mahomes. Fair or unfair, those guys went later in the draft, and one of them overcame a team that was just as incompetent as the Bears. The other one got put in the best position possible behind an NFL great, former number 1 draft pick, and Alex Smith, a great all-time head of Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid, Brett Veach, all that, and a great stable organization, which the Bears have not been in probably 3 or more decades, besides the Lovie Smith era. But that was mostly defense. Never could find that quarterback. But could they possibly be willing to trade David Montgomery, a star running back who is underutilized? Let's make no bones about it. David Montgomery is one of the most underutilized running backs in the NFL. Just so talented. He's like a Frank Gore type, I believe. Just so underutilized. You've got a potential young quarterback who could be spoiled, and Justin Fields. He's like a nice big ribeye steak sitting in the freezer, getting freezer burn from the Chicago Bears because they're just wasting him. They don't have the talent to compete this year. Probably won't have it next year. Could be 3 years, and by then Justin Fields is going to be, what, 24, 25? I don't know. I hate to say that because I'd love to see him have success with the Bears, but maybe it's best for him and the Bears if they trade him this year or next year. But, I mean, you're probably not going to trade him this year. But maybe, because you'll get some draft picks. But it's kind of late in the season to be doing that. Coming up with just a couple weeks or so until training camp. Probably not going to happen this year. So you waste another year of his development. I mean, I probably would have traded him before the draft. But that didn't happen. And it's unfortunate for Justin Fields because now he's got to learn a new offense. It's probably just not going to work out. I hope it does for the Bears because they deserve a franchise quarterback and their fans have suffered so long. But, I mean, Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, Jay Cutler was the best hope they had, and that didn't work out. And then they go to Mitch Trubisky. That didn't work out. I'd hate to see it fail, but the previous regime did him no favors. Did the organization no favors. They were in over their head. Matt Nagy's a great offensive coordinator. I think that's probably his cup of tea. I don't think he's good enough to be a head coach, obviously. You know, they blamed Trubisky. Well, then he got Fields, and it didn't look any better. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should they trade Justin Fields? I'd hate to see that happen. But I feel like there may be no other recourse after the 2022 season. And probably the best thing for a young, trying to develop and have a long career, Justin Fields, and for the Bears, who have a new head coach, a new regime that didn't draft this guy. Hard to say. I'd love to see him succeed in Chicago, but that might not be the place for him. I want to see him have a better career. I think San Francisco would have been the better fit. That didn't happen, so what are you going to do? Anyway, guys, maybe they could trade him to New Orleans. That would be a good fit if Sean Payton came back. Because I'm not 100% sold on Dennis Allen. But neither here or there. See you guys on the next video. Remember, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.